Hello everyone, my name is Matt Scorpion and welcome back to Destiny 2, here with the Lie community mission finally being continued. I might be a little bit late to the party, but this is where I'm continuing it, so here's where we're starting. Now, first quest starts as you revisit Anna Bray, and she says this: Anna nods as you approach. You weren't the only one Big Red was watching. He got a whole bunch of Guardians to participate, and you stood out, not sure why. She frowns. Your numbers were good, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of Guardians on the list. She shrugs. He sent me a set of strange coordinates. Strange energy signatures, and he wants me to share. Looks like he'd like you to show you something. In the quest that we get, it gets to Vostok. This is essentially an intel mission where you go to Vostok and you go and find all of the little quest pieces. And I will be back in a moment once I actually do it. And here we go into the EDZ. Air quotes. Well, actually, no. I just mentioned it was supposed to be Vostok. Any intel for us? Okay, no, just need to scan some areas.
This is where I'm getting the weird readings from. There's old Rasputin data associated with a few coordinates on this mountain. And I mean old. Dark Age. Huh. I didn't think he was active after the collapse. See what you can find.
Interesting. So, oh, it's giving me a marker. Supposedly, I saw something that was, well, you know what, I'm not going to say it yet. Let me just scan these things, excuse me.
There's a record here of Rasputin executing an order to deploy assault frames. A whole army of them. But the target was a single exo. Why would he need all of this for just one?
I think that was supposed to be Felwinter. If I remember correctly, Felwinter's supposed to be an exo. Okay, and now we have to sort out where we're going from here. Ah, here we go. Up here. Oh. I see your little Siva trail.
There's a Warmind intelligence transcript associated with this spot. It references Siva. But it doesn't make sense to me. From what I knew, the Iron Lords went after Siva themselves. Felwinter wanted to use it to build up the city. And I thought Rasputin reprogrammed Siva to attack them when they entered the vault. But this says he gave Siva a new directive long before that. He was using it as bait. The Iron Lords didn't go after Siva on their own. Rasputin led them to it.
So yeah, that was supposedly what... Well, that was what I was reading from articles. Supposedly Rasputin used Siva as bait, as supposedly Rasputin tried to stop them from... I personally thought it was... The whole Siva deal was the Iron Lords were seeking to use Siva, but Rasputin was trying to stop them. But they did not listen, so he deployed at least frames. Saladin mentions that Rasputin deployed frames against them at some point. It's hard to say what. They might have been the heavy assault frames, who knows. But here, let's listen to this last little piece.
I'm picking up a transcript of an old communication order. Rasputin sent it out to his submines. He identified a threat in old Russia. Looks like there was a data breach of some kind. I don't know what it was, but he threw out a lot of firepower. Dropped a warsat right on top of it.
Okay. And so that's the end of the little intel mission. It's gonna take us out. That was a little less light shown. Like there was less told than what Devil's Ruin one, but the Devil's Ruin was honestly much more intended to be like a lore sort of thing. It was supposed to be sitting down and talking. Okay, so now this one tells us to get shotgun kills across the system or in the Crucible. And since there is no specific, I'm going to visit our old friend the Leviathan and just farm out the Castellum, and I will see you when I finish that. for those at all curious, I will simply be running a Python, which is the ritual weapon from last season, Overflow 1-2 Punch with backup mag, and Legend of Acreus. I'm simply doing this for sake of 2 shotguns better than 1, but 2 shotguns that are both energy and kinetic will give you way less ammo. Also running double shotgun scavenger for sake of more ammo. So yeah, pretty simple. Okay, for the sake of testing, I ran around and I did some red bar versus yellow bar enemies testing. Also a little bit of power weapon versus green weapon, just in case there was a difference. Power weapon versus green weapon doesn't seem to be much of a difference. It is much more of a convenience case of run on with special, use heavy, and then switch back once you have special. But I've noticed in terms of red bar, it takes about 11 red bar kills to get a single percent and about 7 yellow bar kills. So there is actually a difference between rarity and progress, but it's not too much of a difference that you would want to go anywhere specifically, like go specifically after yellow bars or red bars. So I would just kind of say if you like Leviathan, go to Leviathan, but I kind of forgot about the easiest farm ever. And I shall show that in a moment, and that is in the Whisper quest on Io. If you have done it once on normal, then the heroic version should be available, and you can start it any time instead of having to wait for the proper public event to show up. And I shall show you where to go in just a moment. Alright, as it started, this mission does take about 20 seconds, or excuse me, it's 20 minutes on the timer, so you'll have a little bit of restricted time in here. But you can just go ahead and hit that rock, hit up here, break the blight, and you'll be on your way. And I shall just, no, I forgot these take a few bullets. And I'll just kind of fast forward ahead and skip all the BS. You'll see it in the fast forward view.
Break the blight, and you'll be on your way. And I shall just, no, I forgot these take a few bullets. And I'll just kind of fast forward ahead and skip all the BS. You'll see it in the fast forward view.
Okay, this is about the only place that really needs an explanation. You're just going to want to not be standing here. You can essentially just take this by blowing straight through it. What's my phone going on? And if you're somehow low light, the snipers will be a problem. Otherwise, you can probably just ignore them. Alright, once you're in that last room, you just take the second top row on the right, and you'll end up in this room. Now, there is a shortcut by going that way, but that would be if we were doing the Whisper mission, which we are not. I already have the catalyst and everything, so I don't need to do it. There is also a jump puzzle throughout there. You can ignore all the progress ways forward. You're going to want to jump down here, and what essentially would be the reset kill room. But as you can see, it spawned a ton of Shadow Thrall everywhere, and you'll just want to start mopping them up. Pretty easy. And after a moment or two, that wave of Thrall will just kind of evaporate and say bye-bye. But then they will all immediately respawn, and you can continue mopping them up. Now, this is the most efficient, as most people would say. This was the most efficient farm for farming any sort of kills for the longest time. And it still works. I kind of love that it's still here, even though it's 2 years of Destiny behind at this point. But it still exists just because the Whisper is a solid exotic. And probably everyone should get at some point. So yeah, just farm up these parts, and you should get all your shotgun kills done in no time, because I am already at 13% and I just started. Now, depending on how quick you get here is also the definition of how long it'll take you. The quicker you get here, the more time you have for that mission, and the longer you're here, the more kills, blah blah blah. You know, special ammo finders, shotgun scavengers, that's about the key. You can go Acreus or another thing of a tractor cannon, because I forgot that counts as a shotgun as well. Personal preference, one for power, one for ammo. Well, ammo is honestly better here. I might switch to that in a moment. But aside from that, that's all the details you need to know for the shotgun farming, and I will be back in a moment once I finish them all. Yeah, alrighty, I checked my progress, and we were almost there, and boom, that is all of our shotgun kills. So I'm just going to yeet us away to safety while we check what the next step is specifically. Just for the record, I am not pulling up guides and just doing whatever they are. I'm doing this myself because personally I prefer doing things my own. Okay, so they tell you to speak with Rasputin on the lunar bunker, and I shall go ahead and give us fast travel, and I shall let you know what he's saying. Alrighty, here we are back on the moon, and as I was traveling, I just got a word that if anyone from Bungie is listening, please leave those Seraph towers, not the Seraph Tower public event, like the random towers out in the wild that no one can really get to. Please leave those there. As much as they may not be worth anything, it's nice looking out in the horizon and seeing something. Alright, so we are back at Rasputin's moon mine, and he has some info for us. Guardian's search algorithm complete. Fast meal, authentication verified, inherent subject evaluation accepted, whitelisted, suspended, intrusion detection, operations commence, armament transfer protocol. Okie dokie. So supposedly this is where the quest will, or this is where the quest is bugged, and where it gives you a quest marker, but when you activate it, it just doesn't do anything. Let's see, where is the lie? Ah, right here. Or is this it? Well, that would be open, sir. Well, hang on. It does just say open, and usually if it was to clear out, it would just be this. So let's see if it's bugged or not. Now, supposedly this one's bugged. It just opens up in a random space, and it doesn't give you any objective markers. Supposedly, I'm not exactly sure how. So. And I did see a tweet from DMG, supposedly of they are aware of the fix, and we're going to look at it on Monday. But, okay, I think, yeah, this is what it looks like if it was bugged. Supposedly it would just spawn you on the moon, and there's no, per se, quest markers. So, mine is currently bugged, per the usual, like everyone else. With that, I will have a video of the final mission out when it is capable of being done. And I believe this is the very last step. And it will probably be just a mission that I shall personally record, because I love these ending quest missions. There's like a lot of oh my god moments where it's just like I can't believe blah blah blah, but then also it's for the weapon. And so with that, that was the walkthrough for all the parts of the lie that could use any explaining or details that are important. Aside from that, my name is Matt Scorpion, and I will see you when we get Felwinter's Lie.